Hello lovely people, what is up? Today we are solving Leetcode problem number 3719, longest balance subarray. So we are given an integer array nums and we have to find a balanced subarray from the nums. So a balanced subarray is if the number of distinct even numbers in the subarray is equal to the number of distinct odd numbers. So let us now list all the constraints that are given to the problem. So contiguous, we are dealing with subarrays and not subsets, and then they are asking us to find distinct, which means duplicates should not increase the count. And then there is the balance condition, which is odd count must be equal to the even count. So if in case the problem said just equal number of even and odd elements, we can use prefix sum to find the answer, but they have asked for distinct numbers. So we have to remember which numbers we've seen and not just how many. So here if you look at the constraints, the maximum possible is 1500. So we can try using the O of n square method because it is not that big. So we can try and count every possible subarray by using two pointers, that is start and end, and two sets for distinct odds and evens. So why are we using two pointers? A subarray is defined by two indices, the start and end. To see all subarrays, we fix a starting index and expand the ending index step by step. So this guarantees that we are not missing out any subarrays and all are continuous, that is contiguous. So why are we using sets here? We need distinct values. A set automatically ignores duplicates. So this is very helpful in solving this particular question. So think of it like this. I'll stand at a starting index and from there I'll slowly expand forward, keeping track of which odd and even numbers we have already seen. And every time the counts match, we check and store the length. So while writing the code, we'll first initialize a variable for answer and set it to 0 because that is the maximum length found so far. And then we choose a start index to loop over all the possible starting positions. And then we reset the tracking structures. For every new start, we clear the odd and even set because each start creates a new subarray. And then we expand the subarray. We move the end pointer forward one step at a time. So for each new element, if even, we add one to the even set, and if odd, we add one to the odd set. And then finally, after every addition, if the balance is size of odd is equal to size of even, we update the maximum length. Finally, we return the maximum length found so far. Now let's take a look at how to code this problem. We first initialize n to store the length of nums and then an answer variable to store the maximum balance array found so far. And then we start the start pointer, that is the outer loop, in the range of n. So this decides where the subarray begins. And then we define odd and even sets because for each new start we build a fresh subarray. That is why it is inside the first for loop. These sets will store distinct odd and even numbers. So this particular step takes care of the resetting after every new step. And then we define the end pointer, that is the inner loop. This helps us expand the subarray forward. And then we write the logic to classify the number as odd or even. We know how to do that. We divide it by 2. If the remainder is 0, it is even. So we do even dot add to add it in the even set. Else, if it is not 0, we add it to the odd number set. And then we are checking the balance. That is, if the length of odd is equal to length of even, it is balanced. So we update the answer to maximum of answer or n minus start plus 1. Plus 1 is because of the 0 index. And then finally we return answer, which gives us the maximum balanced subarray found so far. So if you look at the code, it is running. So that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.